Hey all, it's Jackie. She can't help it.
Jessica. How y'all doing? Woo!
How are we feeling? How's everybody feeling? Though.
I don't know that people have words for how they're feeling.
I agree.
It's very interesting.
So, if you're one of the many who's expressing a lot of stress, anxiety, constantly checking the phone, haven't moved from in front of the TV, let's just take a moment. Because your health, your wellness, your happiness is important. And this is an opportunity for us to practice acceptance. This is an opportunity for us to practice how to raise our own frequency, our own vibrations in very simple, easy ways. Mm-hmm. It really is just awareness that that's what's needed and taking the time to do that. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, we've been talking about, current state of affairs and how much is unpredictable and out of our control and what is in our control. And, that's why we wanted to come on and just talk about simple ways to keep the frequency high, because that's what you are in control of, and that's how you can contribute to the unified field of consciousness. Rather than feeding the fear, let's step into our hearts, let's center and ground and wake up to whatever no longer feels true, to really tune into your discernment and stay strong and armor up in your faith. And ask for what's in the highest good. One of the ways that we like to raise our frequency is through prayer. Outside of the dogma and religious viewpoint, or if it is religious and it works for you, then by all means. Yet, acknowledging that your word carries power, and when it's intentional, when it's conscious, and when it's for self and for others, it amplifies. And so what you can contribute to the collective consciousness is your intentional word, is your focus in terms of optimism, right? And focusing on the gratitude, on those feelings and those emotions that are going to keep not only your frequency high, yet help others also keep their frequency high when they come in contact with you, when you're sharing, whether it's a text, an email, a post, doesn't matter. Energy is felt. There's no words that, it's felt. So it's very, very important for us, and especially in these times, to keep our frequency high.
Absolutely. And there's no right or wrong way to pray in my experience, in my beliefs. And so I share that with you, that however it feels for you to pray for all souls on this earth, all sentient beings, for the planet itself, as long as it's coming from your heart. I don't think there's any way that it could be wrong. That puts us into a state of caring for others, and it helps to raise our frequency. Gratitude helps to raise our frequency. The highest vibrational emotions are joy, bliss, gratitude. And so how do we tune into that better? It's not like we're ignoring the fact that there's chaos. Mm-hmm. It's that we are embracing the chaos and treating our own vessels, our own spirits, recognizing our mind, our body, and our spirit are in need of a recalibration, are in need of a pause. And
purification.
Like
heart purifying right now. Like we're all feeling it.
Right. People having heavy hearts, a lot of fears, a lot of concern for what's going to happen, what's going on in the world, and what's going to happen to the people I love, right? Mm-hmm. So prayer really does help us to kind of tune in and have a moment where we're not being told how we're supposed to feel. Mm-hmm. Instead, we're accessing that from within, and we're connecting to source, a higher power, whatever it is that we truly connect with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that higher power, that energy, helps us develop faith. And with faith, anything is possible. Yes, we have to act, and obviously not just faith is going to make things change, yet it's necessary. It's a necessary ingredient for any manifestation, especially a manifestation of the heart.
I love that. Manifestation of the heart. Yeah, so we were just going to talk about some tools, some techniques to raise your vibration, but your voice, your intention, your prayers, they are probably numero uno.
For sure.
And that's so accessible. So what are you speaking into existence? What kind of frequency are you holding in your home, in your workspace?
Are you sharing?
Are you sharing? Like Jessica said, is it really helpful to share like how stressed and miserable you are, or is it kind of feeding more stress and misery into a situation? Not that we're saying to go on and be fake or anything like that, but it's important to disconnect from some of that because it really isn't healthy, frankly.
Absolutely. And so other ways that you can keep your frequency high is to connect with nature, to sun gaze. Our sun carries a lot of light, a lot of information. It is the element connected to our third eye chakra. So when we're sun gazing, intentionally asking to receive, again, what's in the highest good. It's like replenishing for the soul, for the body. We are light, literally, and that is our number one source of light on this planet. So connecting with it in an intentional way helps us feel lighter, literally.
Right.
Yeah.
And why the third eye is important? It's not just for intuition. It's not just for psychic abilities or anything like that. It is for being able to trust our inner knowing. It's for clarity.
Clarity.
Which I think is essential because when we're in a state of fear, when we're in a state of panic, when we're in this state of unknowing, our clarity just kind of, it falls to the wayside. It's put on the back burner. It's not a focus. And so this helps us to kind of step back, take a eagle eye view. Eagle medicine is when you're able to look down on the situation and see the whole picture. Kind of see how many pieces are in play right now. What do we actually have control over? And how can we maintain our own responses, our own reactions in a way that serves the whole?
Absolutely.
So in addition to sun gazing, being out in nature, what are we taking in our diet? Diet includes what we're listening to, what we're putting on our bodies, what we're eating, what our environment is like, because that has an effect as well. So get yourself some fresh air, just gonna say it. Drink plenty of good water, alkaline water. Surround yourself with people that you love. You know,
Animals, if you have any.
animals are wonderful. They help to raise our vibration. They help to lower our blood pressure. They're gifts. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
They remind us like what's important is like each other, right? Is sharing this existence together and loving through it.
Yeah, checking in with loved ones, making sure that coming from a place of compassion, of acceptance, of allowing that everyone has a different perspective, everyone has such a different reality, especially this year. That's been very clear. So coming from a place of personal responsibility, personal accountability for what is thought, what is said, what is done, what is felt, what is shared. You know, remember that you have this enormous power and you're so unique, and we need everyone in this field to tune into that in order to experience peace outside. And you know, we constantly have this conversation of, you know, peacemakers, and how that doesn't necessarily mean that there's no conflict. It simply means that the intention is to create harmony, because that is in our nature. That is nature, is to have a divine order. And so when we are in ego, which is a lot of what we've seen, you know, it creates that doubt. It creates separation, the illusion of separation. And so when we use our power, when we use our word to ask for what's in the highest good, that helps ego get out of the way, and it helps us align to what is in the highest good, and it helps you live out your divine will. And that's why you're here, really. That's why we're all here. And this is such a unique and beautiful time to be alive. And so embracing that, being grateful for that, connecting to what's important, what truly, truly matters. And again, using your voice, using your intention to feed the unified field, Feed it love, feed it light, feed it wisdom, feed it truth, feed it peace. Feed it your unique energy, and stay aware of what's draining your own energy, and do your best to continue to keep your frequency high.
Oh, absolutely. I love all of that. So take compassionate action for yourself and for others. Take care of yourselves. Listen to music, laugh, be in nature, love the people around you.
And pray for peace.
Always.